Hello and welcome to the first in a series of short webinars focused on the subject of data optimization. Data optimization is becoming increasingly important to many organizations as the volume of data that is being created and consumed by the business is growing at an immense rate. IT analysts report that anywhere between 35 and 55% annual data growth rates are being experienced by most organizations. The Data Optimization Consultancy service really provides the insight for customers around their particular data and how their data is being consumed by the business. It allows them to identify areas of interest, for example, ROT analysis, so identifying the number of redundant or duplicate files that may reside in their environment, the numbers of obsolete files, files that haven't been accessed or modified in an extended period of time, and also trivia files, files that shouldn't possibly reside on the corporate storage environment. Using this data, we are able to produce some insights to data growth and predict where the customer will be in terms of their consumption of data if nothing's changed within a period of time. But it also allows us to build and recommend the first stages for a customer to take down an information management strategy and really to start to control and understand and manage the data. The data optimization service consists of 3 stages. Stage 1 is performing the scan of the data at the customer's location. This involves looking at the metadata information of the files under study, collecting that information before being passed on to stage 2, which involves loading that metadata information inside a product from Hewlett-Packard Enterprise called Storage Optimizer, where we can perform some of the low-level analytics and produce the information to be able to build and construct the strategy, the information strategy going forward. Phase 3 is very much about pulling all that information together and building a solution that's right for the customer that will deliver real value to that particular customer environment. What I'd like to show you in this webinar is really the data collection phase. So I'm going to switch to my Windows Explorer view and run the program that collects the data. It's called the Remote Analysis Agent. Very simple program. Basically, it consists of 2 screens. We enter some operational information around the name of this particular scan, some text that can identify the area under study purely for informational purposes. The output directory, this is where we collect the metadata information. We collect it and produce some indexes. The indexes are stored in the output directory. These indexes are taken onto stage 2 to perform the analysis. The network path, so obviously the area which we're interested in scanning. That would take us onto the second screen where we have some options around what data we're going to collect. There are, in certain circumstances, where the customer may not feel comfortable with us actually taking the metadata information for the name of the file. So we can randomize that such that there's no reference to the file presented in the analysis. But most customers like to collect the name, the path, the location, and the ownership information for the files, because it enables them to visually see some immediate savings that can be made. I'm also going to collect duplicate information, so the ability to identify files that have identical content, irrespective of their name or extension type. I'll then simply start the scan. The scan, to give you some idea of duration, will take approximately 100 gigs, will take about 55 minutes to scan. That's very much largely dependent upon the number of physical files that are present within inside that information. The second stage, or the second webinar, which will follow shortly, is really going to show you how we take this index information, load that within inside Storage Optimizer, and then start to perform the analysis. So thank you for watching this, this first webinar, and look forward to talking to you on the second webinar fairly shortly. Thank you.